These jeans really are like a little bit too big there, but just the baseline. Can you believe these are size 6? I'm obviously not a size 6. Can we just talk about these jeans for a moment? I know this is nothing to do with the vlog, but I bought these jeans from Gap, and the size 10 looked like far too big.
It looked really big.
Didn't they look really, really big? I'm normally a size 10 in jeans. 10, yeah, depending where you go. And so I thought, wow, I got the 8s, picked the 8s up, looked really, really big. Then I got
those up, didn't I?
Yeah, and they're 6s. I thought the 6s looked like a size 10, so I tried the 6 on and they're fine. This is the size 6, which obviously I am not a size 6. Like, look at that band there, space. I'm not a size 6. I wasn't even born a size 6. I think I came out a size 10.
I think we came out like a 10.
It's so weird because I can't ever remember being like a size 6 or 8. I just remember being young and being a chubby little, muscular little nipper. And then suddenly being 15, just feeling fat. By the way, guys, we're eating our famous.
I know, I'm like gonna get on with it. I'm not even gonna.
Of peanut butter cups.
And you really needed that chocolate.
Does it make you feel better? Why are you licking my teeth? Because mine's gone cold. Yours is hot. You. Yours is cold. Mine's gone cold. You got chocolate all over your lips like you've killed a chocolate bar, yeah. Yeah. Let me do it for you. You wait. Watch this. Watch. Oh, I'm looking at that.
Just wait for colour in the middle.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at. Just like looks like it.
Exactly, good. That's all I wanted.
Okay, so welcome to the vlog. The topic of conversation, as you can see, is how to increase your social media following, like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna just give you, I guess, tips.
Well, just things we've learned along the way. Like we know we
definitely learned things along the way that we think could be helpful to anyone who's looking to grow their channel. So,
and it's not like we know we've not got the amount of following. It's
yeah, we're not saying
like we're not saying
we're the best. We're not saying we know how to do it. We're not saying
what we do
that
works.
We're just saying
we know there's people that have got like thousands and thousands and more followers than us, but
you're just gonna say what
people do ask us how we do it, so we're just gonna share it with you.
And there's just some basic things really that we didn't know at the beginning that we do know now, so we'll share those things with you as well.
First off, then we're just gonna have a little chat to you about what we're up to at the moment, a little catch up. So that currently
today is Thursday the 27th of April,
and we are 2 weeks and a day out from Body Power. So Body Power starts 2 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah. So we've got Body Power at NEC in Birmingham.
Seal clap.
Oh my god.
I know, oh my god, please don't put that on the video. You have to go like that. We're not putting that video. If you've not been before, you just need to go because it's just amazing. Like, it's just so inspirational. It's like, it's just a laugh. Excuse me, I just needed to burp and it's a laugh.
It's a laugh. We have a lot of fun, and obviously we'll see all the other MyProtein athletes there because we're going to be on the MyProtein stand.
So we've got that 2 weeks tomorrow. Me and Lucy have also got a holiday booked now. Lucy and I have now got a holiday booked, a cruise. We've got a twin holiday booked. We haven't had a twin holiday in over a year. And we are going on a cruise. And we start in Rome, and we're going to like Mykonos, Santorini. We're like in the process of planning our like holiday wardrobe. So actually we could do a video on our holiday wardrobe for you guys if you want one. I know the guys don't care, but the girls might want to know what we're going to wear. Yeah, we've got some other bits and bobs going on, but it's boring stuff. So anyway, back onto the main subject of the video, and how to grow your social media channel. I guess we can't really say much with YouTube so far because we haven't got a massive following on YouTube yet. But
we're not new to YouTube.
We haven't focused on it much really.
We haven't focused on it in the past, yeah. So now we're trying to do more regular uploads for you all. But what we're going to do is give you some tips on how we grew our social media, and mainly that'll be across the Instagram channel. So tip number 1, that would be to post regularly. That is daily content, isn't it? And I would say to be verbal diarrhea. To be honest, 1 post a day, because if you do too many posts a day, people are not going to interact with you as much because your stuff just comes up on their feed. Too much stuff to have them to like and comment on.
There's some stats that go out there about saying like every so many photos people tend to hit a like, and but you don't need one post a day should be enough. Like, keep
not only
wanting
that,
more.
I think people might get frustrated with you if you keep appearing on their feed. You're gonna be that annoying person who's always on the feed.
And number 2 is good lighting.
Yeah, you've got to have great lighting.
Like, if we did this video now, I will give you an example.
Okay, so this is the light we have now with our lighting.
This is
how horrendous.
And what we've done now is even positioned ourselves so window is facing towards us to get light onto us.
We've got all the lights on us, but still not enough. Tip number 3 is know your product.
Why have you got like a really gangly thing?
I can't. How do you do 3?
That? It's like a claw. It's like,
okay, so tip. How do you do 3?
Yeah, it's because you're trying to go.
It's so hard to
just go like that. Don't try to go like that.
Okay, so tip number 3.
Oh, why is that sticking out?
Tip number 3 is know your product. So not just your market, but know your product. So for Jay and I, we're twins, and it won't work, or it wouldn't work when we launched ourselves if we were wearing different clothes or not looking
there's one of us in the photo. But the thing is, we did that a lot at the beginning, didn't we?
Yeah, we'd have like one of us in the photo,
and then we realised if someone just scrolling down their feed and our photo comes up, they see one person, they're not going to realise straight away that we're twins. So we started making sure we're both in the shots, and then we've just always done that, really.
So we always make sure we're in the shot, and we always make sure we're wearing generally always the same clothing.
Similar, like,
sometimes we're just like, we just don't want to wear the same clothes.
Yeah,
so just know your product. Just think to yourself, what am I representing, or what am I trying to tell people with how I look? And then try to be consistent with it. Yeah, be consistent with it. So if you're known for your good eyebrows, if you're a makeup blogger, you know their eyebrows are always going to be on point, or the eyelashes.
If you do if you're like a foodie account, maybe make sure that you're always doing like
same table surface.
Yeah, like maybe
so people can recognise your picture straight when they're feeds. It's just about being
style, framing it and things. But anyway, that's tip number
that one.
3.
4. Yeah, 3.
Okay, so tip number 4.
So tip number 4, that would be
interact. Interact with your followers, because the thing is, like, we wouldn't be where we were without you guys following us and liking our content and interacting with us.
So why wouldn't we want to give you the love back?
And even so, like, it's nice. It's so crazy thinking someone in Australia is like commenting on our photos, saying, "Oh, love your pictures."
So we love that interaction we get from you. So we do try, and there's 2 of us, so it's easier. We do try to get on our social media channels and respond and comment back to as many as we can.
We do get so many messages, and they go to like filtered folders that you don't see, and then you turn around 3 months later and you find one.
Thousands of messages.
Yeah, obviously we're genuine, but interact with your followers.
And if they're commenting on it and then you're not getting back to them, it's like you're not appreciating the time they've taken to make a comment. So you need to make sure that you listen to what your followers are saying, that you're appreciating their comments, and that you genuinely do. And like we do, we genuinely appreciate the comments. Yeah. Sometimes,
apart from nasty ones.
Yeah, you can get horrible comments, and the thing is, you have to kind of just brush them off. Some of them are very, very pointless, and we just ignore them or delete them if they're really, really bad. We just don't want them on our negative.
Well, actually, we block them. So yeah, if you're nasty to us, we block you.
Just because it's not about having an opinion. We understand that people have an opinion.
Yeah, but there's no need to be nasty.
It's about
if you don't like it, don't say anything.
It's about spreading positivity in life, and there's enough shit. Sorry, but there is enough shit that goes around all the time, every day, in day-to-day life, from the person who holds the door open to who doesn't say thank you, the person who writes a nasty comment because just kept their mouth shut. I just think life's too short to be cruel and nasty to people. So keep your nasty comments to yourself. If we get one, we block them. If it's a person, if it's an opinion, like they don't agree with what we said or what we said,
we don't mind that.
That's fine. But just say it politely. Again, you don't need to add a nasty word onto it. Anyway, that's what this post is about. So okay, that could be a tip number 5 as well. So how, like, we're going to actually do a separate video on that, how to handle negativity on social media.
We'll do a separate video on that. So tip 5, so we've done tip 4.
Tip number 4, yeah.
That was tip number 4.
That was tip number 4.
What else would you suggest?
Tip number 5, plan. You need to make sure you plan what you're going to be posting. So don't just get a camera, get lighting, and turn up somewhere and think, well, you might
be alright at doing that. Sometimes we get a one-shot wonder and just we do. Off the cuff, but generally we know what we're doing. We
generally know we're going to get X amount of gym images today. We're going to get X amount of lifestyle images. We're going to be going to the gym. We're going to be doing something at home, and we also collaborate.
Yeah, so like if we know we're going to be cooking, we'll be like, right, we'll get a photo for this for our YouTube and show people what we're doing, for our Instagram and show people what we're doing. So we'll then might even record it and go, let's just make that as a video. So we try to, like, what we're doing in the day, we'll go, right, okay, let's do it like this, let's wear this, and we'll put it on here, here, and here. So everything's kind of like thought out.
So yeah, so make sure you just plan what you're going to be doing. Don't just
and then shooting. And then tips that'll be Instagram covered. So YouTube, Lucy does our YouTube videos. She has a MacBook. I had mine stolen. If anybody doesn't know about that.
That's not my MacBook, but
everyone knows I had my car broken into in November, and my MacBook was stolen, and it was brand new as well.
She's had it. She's still paying on it.
I had it about 7 weeks, and it was stolen from me. And yes, people was asking, yeah, it was insured, but you're not covered for theft, even though I paid £10 a month.
Anyway,
so that's Instagram.
Instagram, so that's Instagram. In terms of social media, we don't feel, and yeah, in terms of YouTube, we don't feel we can give you, we haven't really tips because we haven't done it long enough ourselves
that people might even care about our opinion on YouTube.
One thing I would say we've learned,
what you've learned mainly,
is we tend to try and keep our videos between 5 minutes, 7 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. We don't keep them longer than 10 minutes, and we try to.
And trust me, it's very hard for us to do that because we can talk
really hard. Trust me, I just edit a lot of my stuff out. And also, we try just to make sure we have. The second tip I would give is just fun on your videos. At first, we used to do videos a long time ago,
and we were dead like
we had someone,
aren't we? Being like,
we didn't record them ourselves. We had someone who was doing it for us. And they would tell us what they would like us to do, what they thought would be a good idea, and we, because it felt so formal, I don't think we got our personalities across.
And I think like we were worried about
upsetting people.
But that's one thing you definitely realise that the longer you do it, you realise you're never going to please everybody.
Okay, so that could be tip number 3 then.
Okay, yeah, tip number.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, tip 3.
It's another tip.
Basically,
only the true tip we can give you.
And this is something I think you have to grow as a strong person to be able to do. And we're still not quite there, or maybe me less than you, because I'll take it.
I just don't care.
But you have to like not worry about what your opinion offends, or if your opinion offends other people.
Because the thing is, no one's ever gonna all agree with you. You're never gonna catch everybody's attention and make everybody agree with what you're saying, or they're all gonna be on the same wavelength with you. Because
no one's gonna like you either.
Not everyone's gonna like
hate you.
So the thing is, if you try to behave in a certain way to make majority of people,
come across
you're gonna come as well. Fake. Yeah.
So just be yourself, and what'll happen is, like a Jane,
it's easier as well, because then you can have to think about what you're saying.
But what happens over time is gradually you find you just become more vocal anyway, and your opinion just starts to come out more and more to get comfortable in front of the camera. And then finally, I think the overall tip for social media, which covers everything.
I'm so excited for this. I didn't know what you said.
She doesn't even know. I
have no idea.
It came to me like a light bulb moment.
Please be something helpful.
I think it is. It's very helpful. The one thing to remember, I'm going to try and word this right because this is important. One thing to remember across all your social media channels is you do need to switch off from them. Don't look at your phone, switch off your YouTube, switch off your Instagram, put a time on your evening, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or something like that, or even earlier, 7:30 generally is for me, I'll try. It becomes your whole life. It becomes your whole life, and all you're doing when you should be chilling out with your friends and family is checking any notifications if someone said something good, someone said something bad. Just put it to one side. If it's your work or hobby, it's still work or hobby, and it's not life or family life. And you're sharing yourself with people, so you know you'll get bad comments, good comments, but don't forget who you are, what makes you you, and it's your friends and family and what you do.
It is so difficult.
You can't get caught up in it.
You have a lot of work to do it. You kind of do it throughout the day, and if you don't, you end up having a backlog of stuff you need to do. But it is a lot. But it is hopefully, you know, if you're enjoying doing it, then it's not, you know, a chore.
Oh, that was so cute. That was so funny. So those are our tips. We're not been in the game for very, very long, so we're not as experienced as other people. We haven't got the following other people got, but what we have recognised so far, I think it's kind of like we've learned things. One of the other tips I guess we should give you is your research. We do watch other YouTubers and Instagram accounts, and we track them, and we see posts. And if we enjoy a video, like sometimes it'll just spat a peanut butter cup. What do you think, Rose?
If I watch a whole video on YouTube and not even thought about like turning it off because it's been that interesting, I think, right, okay, that vlogger's video was so interesting. What made it good? Yeah, so hopefully you found that interesting. Hit subscribe if you don't subscribe to us already, and if you like the video, subscribe. Yeah, and yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to say?
I'm so out of it today. I had physio and acupuncture. I can't even think today, let alone talk.
She's so funny.
It's horrendous. I feel sorry for Jay. She's trying to carry this. I feel like I'm in a bubble.
In a nutshell, no.
In a nutshell. No, I'm not in a nutshell.
I feel like Manly's hands look really, really big.
They're the same, don't they?
Why do my hands look
okay,
so
so we used to sing when we were little, right? Where you take your bracelets and we'd get our hands and we'd have like the same nail varnish on or no nail varnish.
So we wouldn't know whose hands who.
And we'd knock them, and then we'd knock them and say, right, which one's whose finger? Then you go and move it like that one.
So I'd try and move the finger and then realise it's not my finger. And it's mine. Anyway, that is the end of the vlog.
See you later.
See you later.
Thank you much for watching. Bye.